you know, I don't know if you've noticed, they don't run very far or very fast. Part of the reason they don't move so fast, they don't have huge lungs, like you'll find in a horse, cattle, even dog lungs, you know, for the size are much larger.
Pamela, you're having too much fun with this.
Yes, I am. It is fun.
So,
hurry up and finish your test. Oh, there's a hole right there.
yeah, that's where a blood vessel is attached.
What's
They
that
just
thing?
kind of cut all that.
It's a
That's just a blood clot.
Oh.
Blood clot.
It just peels off like that.
Yeah, it's like a scab.
So your larynx,
Is
your
that
pharynx is here, and then your larynx is all these bones right here
Mm-hmm.
that wrap around.
Is that another giant blood
And as you can see, your esophagus, where you swallow the food, is just a big muscular tube. So when there's no food in there, it's just flat.
So
So when the
it
food,
big, kind of?
it gets big and it goes down, and it has peristalsis. So basically, it contracts.
It's
and
kind of like the
expands.
bladder.
I want to watch that, like just go like this.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
You could poop in there.
As the food kind of heads down that way.
Who's got a bag of crackers?
This is why I don't want to be a
Yeah.
surgeon.
It'll go
Why?
through.
This is fun.
What's at the hole?
It's a blood clot. I mean, a
See if-
blood.
oh, yeah,
That
here's
is
the
why-
other end.
I
So if you want to see what it looks like inside, so there's the inside of
Well, not like
the
I don't
the
I
esophagus.
don't want to be that no anymore.
You don't want to be a vet anymore?
The only reason why I wouldn't want to be a
See
vet.
how it's got a mucosal lining. That's the mucosa, that's the inner lining, and then the outside is just this muscle. So you can see it's got a muscle that lines around the outside surface.
So
I'm
I was
the
about
only
to
one
say,
who's
where
getting
was
hungry,
the?
kind of.
I am already been hungry. That's why we came over here and started
It
playing.
smells funny.
No, the thing about it is, I thought I
It's
couldn't
the
see
blood.
things.
The blood smells. Yeah, it has a smell to it.
It doesn't smell bad, it just smells funny.
Yeah.
She's all grabbing the gloves
I know,
and
it should be very
she's all like,
fresh.
I'm ready.
That's
I'm
amazing. I'm ready.
I left this all attached so you guys can see. So when you're looking at the front of the heart, you know, you've got your lungs that wrap around.
They protect
All
it.
of this is what's
That's
included
the lung?
enclosed inside that membrane called the mediastinum. Remember we talked about the mediastinum? This is what runs down the mediastinum.
Mhm.
So you've got blood vessels, you've got the trachea, you've got the thyroid gland, you've got your esophagus. All of those things are kind of enclosed in this
Over your mist.
membrane.
I don't get how they get
The
that.
pericardium is this membrane here. So normally that's going to enclose the heart. Remember we talked about the
Yeah.
pericardium having layers, and it's got a little bit of fluid around it, so when the heart beats, it's not rubbing against the lungs and everything. So normally that pericardium has got a little fat in it, and it just lays over like that.
Mhm.
So this one was already kind of cut
This is
open.
way
when I
better than the
got it.
pictures in the books.
So yeah, it looks different. There's your coronary
Mhm.
vessels. Remember, the coronary vessels supply the blood supply to the heart muscle. So all of these little lines that come around and have branches that go out, that's what's supplying oxygen to your heart.
Mhm.
Wait, is it true that like your one fist is the size of your heart and then two of your fists are like the size of your brain? No?
Yeah, it's about, your heart usually is about the size of your fist.
My heart's small.
Compared to dogs and cattle, we have pretty small hearts, yeah. For the
That's
size of our
depressing.
chest.
That's really depressing.
It's like
We're full of air.
So, which chamber of the heart do you think this large one is that comes down to a point here?
The left.
Exactly. That's what
Oh, no.
Yes, lay on his
Yeah, I was
left.
about
Lay
to
on
say
his left.
Left.
So the left ventricle is usually your largest chamber, and it forms the apex. That's the point.
We're still recording.
This point right here is called the apex. The upper side is called the base
Mhm.
of the
I
heart.
think I found a vein or something.
Tell you what that is. This is a papillary muscle. I left it intact so you could see that how they work, and see how the inside chambers, it's got these muscles. These papillary muscles are what the valves attach to. So this is the valve leaflet.
Oh.
Do you remember on the valve there are these little fibrous attachments?
Mhm.
What are those called?
The chordae tendineae.
Exactly. That's what those are. Pamela knows these are chordae tendineae, and they attach.
Those are hard to take out.
Yeah, they're really strong.
Can I poke it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What?
It's all about touching and looking at it.
Ew, they're so strong.
So now this chamber on the opposite side this is a ventricle,
Mhm.
and up here is the atrium. So we've got a vessel. Let's see. Let me just show you here. There's a big vessel coming around right here. See this guy here? It comes from back here and goes into an atrium on the right side. This is your right atrium. So this vessel right here has to be the, remember?
I just said it earlier.
The vena cava.
There we go.
Yeah.
There
So this is the vena cava. So when the blood returns,
I can see it from
actually, I'm totally wrong. This is your pulmonary, there's your pulmonary artery,
I'm a wait.
or pulmonary vein rather.
No, she's not gonna be done.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's cool because it makes that noise when you like move it around, like raw meat
Yeah,
does.
so we can kind
Cool.
of see where they go. So that's
It is
gotta
raw
be-
meat.
It
I
is
know,
raw meat.
but it's like I like that noise.
Cook it.
That's your pulmonary
We
trunk.
could cook it.
Okay.
What happens if you
Who's
cook
got a
it
knife?
apart?
You can eat it.
You can eat it. A lot of people eat beef.
Can you eat the
heart.
lungs too?
You could, but nobody really likes them. They don't taste very good. Dogs and cats like them.
Okay, I got
Meat
two dogs.
products, that's what that is.
I got two dogs and a cat at home.
Lungs and things, yeah.
No,
When
my
you-
dogs and my fingers cats like beef and lungs.
When you see, on the dog food bag, it says meat byproducts, that's usually what it is. It's parts like esophagus and lungs and spleens and
Why is it black right there? Like a little.
Oh, that's just blood.
from the blood. From the muscle.
All that black stuff is blood. We should divide this up and feed it to our dogs and cats. Divide and conquer.
Oh, this valve right here
I don't think
is the valve that's separating your right atrium, which is this here.
Tickle,
So there's
tickle,
your
tickle.
right atrium.
It looks like you're tickling something.
Yeah. So the blood comes into the right atrium
That's all,
and
you should
then
go in there.
goes through this valve right here. This is the tricuspid valve. So this is your right atrioventricular valve. So the atrium's up there. It's separated by these little leaflets. It comes through here into the right ventricle. And then from the right ventricle, remember where it goes? Goes to the lungs. So
No, it would be
into the lungs
What's it gonna hurt?
to get oxygenated.
That'd be awesome.
That would be gross.
Dude, I wish
So,
his heart had heartworms now.
Here.
Patrick,
What if
the
this
first time we
that
gross
would be
if it had
gross if this
heartworms.
had
I'm like, I wish
heartworms.
it did now.
I can't have heartworms because they got it from the,
So then
I'm
from
just
the
saying if it did,
So
she'd
notice
freak.
the difference
It's
here though,
funny.
this is the right atrium, and here's the left atrium. See the difference in the wall thickness? Or the left atrium, or left ventricle and right ventricle? The left ventricle is a much stronger, it has to pump the blood to the entire body. So that's why the left ventricle looks so much thicker. There's the mitral valve there. And then from there it goes into the
1, 2, 3,
aorta,
4, that's your password.
which is gonna be up. Let's see, where is your aorta?
Pick up one of your.
Your aortic valve. Here's your aorta right here. And I dissected it out so you could kind of see where your semilunar valve. So this is a big artery. This is the aorta. And the semilunar valve
Oh, no.
is in there. We can always open it a little more if we need to. See the little half moon shapes in there? So that's your valve that closes the aorta.
Oh, the little white
The
part.
aortic semilunar valve. So see, it comes right here through your, and so you can kind of trace the direction of the blood.
It's all one thing right here, and I'm like, oh wait, it moved. There's a coating on it.
It's hard.
It doesn't need to be charged anymore.
it's all slimy.
I'll do it.
Put mine in there.
All it feels like, get your finger out. I'm trying to feel.
No.
It's like solid, but gooey at the same time.
That's tiny compared to, whoa, it expanded.
It's roomy.
It's
It's
roomy.
swallowing my finger.
I put the,
Tasty,
Oh,
huh?
there.
Wait, no, 'cause that's where the
Here, Caitlin, move your fingers. Harry, before you freak out.
I'm trying to get you to barf or pass out.
bar for pass out 'cause she wants her money.
So you can
Oh,
kind of
sorry.
see how everything lines.
What is that? Oh.
What is that? Does that wait? This one's esophagus.
What exactly?
Wait,
is
so
it?
I just
Stretches.
put my
What's that one
finger
again?
down the...
What's that one
Air
again?
hole?
The trachea.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what happened exactly here? 'Cause this is-
Wait, so-
Oh, it's someone's hair.
Oops, sorry.
I was
Wait,
like,
so the one I had my finger...
Probably a hair, a pig hair.
So the one I had my finger in was the trachea?
Not the esophagus. The esophagus is the one that
Esophagus
stretches.
is here.
So I just like choked
And
it.
trachea is,
Oh,
it's got these rings. It's got
Maybe we can
rings
throw
of
her.
cartilage.
I just wanted the bracelet, and I dissected the